Any other question? I think everyone is here now. I know you guys should have probably, I know I sent a message, but I'm not sure if all of us got it. And I think I closed the rooms. We have to because of time. I do apologize for this, for watching time. Did I stop it at a very interesting period?
Yes, because we're just about answering questions, and then I
Yeah.
didn't realize that. Oh, we have less than 1 minute to go. So
It's fine. We'll continue the questions here. So yeah, I'm sure you guys are here, so they can just ask the question because we're answering questions. But it would be great if all the questions can be, asked in the same place. So, yes, the world is global now. How do one get tech sales to pure remote areas, inclusive benefits? Tech sales. I'm not sure I understand this question. How does one get tech sales to pure remote areas? What does that mean? I'm trying to understand the question. Can you, please clarify? Can we have a WhatsApp group for cybersecurity? Your mentor will decide that one. Does anyone have any,
And
if
Greg, can you hear me? I was
yes,
actually saying that you were the one going to decide that. So
so,
okay.
we'll talk about it. Um, we have a
Okay.
general community for WhatsApp group. So like that house everyone. So I could share that, and then the mentors are going to be there to help answer questions. So I'm sure we had a very interesting session with everyone. Just wanted to get we're asking and answering questions now. So please, if you have questions for any of the mentors for program management and cybersecurity, please ask. Ask, and they'll be here. We still have some minutes before we have to go off, and we have to also be mindful of time. Right. So does anyone have any question?
like
Which
a direct question to me saying what the difference between a Scrum Master and a product manager is. Um, so I guess let me just quickly give that answer quickly. So for product managers or product owners, they are essentially owning like the vision of the products. They are representing the customers because they know what the customers want and what the customers want in the products. So essentially, product manager or the product owner is on the team to communicate that vision to the team. But the scrum master is the person who then facilitates all the sessions to get them to actually do the work. So the way I like to explain it is in an orchestra, right? You have a what are those people who, well, for a music person, I
the
actually forgot
conductor,
the
abi?
conductors, right? You have the conductors, you have all the members of the orchestra. So the conductor is the product manager, right? The conductor is the person who has the vision of the music they want to produce, right? And he's conducting them. But the project manager or the scrum master is like the drummer, right? The drummer keeps everybody on beats. You have to like because if the beats is not aligning, like everyone plays to the beats. The bass guitarist, the violinist, all of them play to the beats, to the tap of the beats. So you as the project manager or the scrum master, you are the person who keeps everyone on the same beats, like making sure that everyone is doing everything according to how it's supposed to go so that it's smooth and you get the results. But the product manager is just the person who has the vision of the music.
Does that answer your question? I don't know who asked it, but it would be great to know if they have other reservations. Of which can one easily get into between project, Scrum Master, and cybersecurity? Um, reality. I'll speak and allow everyone to talk because they have. I think in reality, it's not easy, right? Everyone has every role has their own challenges, especially if you're not doing it for just you're not doing it in a mediocre way. You're doing it so that you can actually be very good at it. Because if imagine if there are 1 million project managers in the world, that means to get a project manager job is going to be very, very hard, right? So that means you have to be very, very good at whatever it is that you are doing, So, but one can easily say that cybersecurity is more technical, right? And has a lot of, but I'll allow the people that are inside to to talk about it. Who wants to go first, Security or Vivian? I don't know, whichever one to talk about. How
Okay,
easy is it to get
okay, I
into
can.
project management or cybersecurity? How easy is it? Is it easy?
Okay, let me go first. So, like I was telling the people that joined my session, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, so like I was telling people that joined my session, right? Cybersecurity is pretty easy, but like you said, it depends if you want to do it in a mediocre way. If you do it in a mediocre way, cybersecurity will deal with you too. You get, but then cybersecurity is basically just defending systems, right? So if you put in the work, like I said, you definitely get great results. So putting in the work in the sense that you have to study, nobody's going to study for you. Even me, that maybe might be a mentor to you, I can give you resources, but if you don't study them, how do you expect to come out with great results, right? So that's basically what I'm going to say. So cybersecurity is not difficult, but then you have to put in the work to get results. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Corey, do you want to give an idea of how easy it is to get into project management?
No, like, I think like it was easier before, but now it's a lot more difficult because you can remember like in the session I explained like it might be important to have a bit of technical knowledge now and also try to be certified, but it's not that necessary. I wasn't certified when I got my first role, so you can definitely get a job without being certified if you can demonstrate like experience. But these days people want to employ people who can bring value to them. And you need to have a good understanding. You don't just want to learn, oh yes, I know Agile, I know what Scrum is. It's not just all about that. You need to like understand the skill sets it takes, understand the software, like how to do all that planning. For example, the software that I've shown everyone how to use or like what it looks like basically. You need to be able to have an understanding of all those things because in your interview, those are things that they will be testing you on. In fact, these days there's a demand for project managers to even understand analytics now because you are reporting the health of something to someone and people want to see numbers, they want to see the graphs, they want to see all of these things. So I would say it is still relatively easier than cybersecurity, I believe. I want to believe that it might still be easier to get into it than cybersecurity because it's more of like leadership and then learning a bit of tools and industry knowledge. So definitely I think it would be easier than cybersecurity. That's what I can see at least. I think so.
If you're looking at it in terms of amongst these three that we've talked about today, which one is the most difficult? Is cybersecurity. And
Oh no, 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 no,
I'm
no,
not gonna lie.
please.
No. It's the reality
No, please
because
don't.
cybersecurity is very technical. I'm telling you, it is very technical.
No, no, there are
Compared
actually
to
non-technical aspects of cybersecurity. Come on. Cybersecurity is
uh,
not all technical. Do you understand? It just depends on the particular part
you don't
you
want
want
people
to
to
go
run away.
into.
See, Victor is
Someone,
asking which one has more
no,
money.
no, nobody's running. Nobody's running. Nobody's
Which one
running. But
has
what
more
I'm saying
money?
is, someone is asking in the chat, is it important to learn about networking before diving into cybersecurity? Cybersecurity is all about networking. So definitely you are going to do networking. You're already in cybersecurity if you're doing networking. Do you understand? So you just have to know those networking basics and fundamentals. That's basically it. But trust me, cybersecurity is not difficult at all. Right?
Victor
It's
is
not
asking
difficult. I
which
don't
one
know why
has
people
more,
see
which
it
one
as
has
difficult.
more
Maybe
money.
because they feel,
I can't answer that question because I don't know.
In
for
terms
money.
of
Trust me, you'll be frustrated.
What
in in terms
You'll be
of
frustrated if you're just coming for money. No
in
matter the tech part
other
you
people
take,
earn,
if you're coming for money, you definitely be frustrated.
but
in
there's good money in project management, is what I can say.
there's money, right? But
There's money.
Victor say I want the money. In terms of
Sales, I would say sales
Can
because
you
I
get
yeah, in terms of money, how
sales.
quickly you can start earning.
Can do it.
Yeah, in terms of how quickly you can start earning money, it would be if you get into a sales role because it
Yeah,
has commission.
I
But
think sales. Yeah, because it has commission. I think sales.
commission has to do with performance. But if you don't perform, they sack you. Do you get? So
Exactly. It's
that's
too
the thing.
it's too high pressure. I can't do it. Honestly,
You
I
get,
can't even convince someone to buy something from me, so I can't do it.
you know. But which one has more demand? All these roles we are talking about have very, very high demand because how you need you the thing is a product needs to be protected from hackers, cybersecurity. A product needs to be well managed, project managers. You have to sell. If a business that is not selling is not doing anything at all, they can't even pay the project manager and the when I used to do sales, my boss would say the sales guy goes to make the money, every other person comes to spend the money, right? So technically, all the roles are in more, they have very, very high demand. And like she said, the now that the demand is getting higher, now the skills required usually used to be very minimal. But now, because of technology and everything, the skills required are now very, very high. So you cannot get away with a what's it called? A product owner certificate with let's say Scrum Inc., for instance, or a Scrum Master, or maybe a ICA Agile from, you can't get away with all those things anymore because now you actually have to learn, the what you have to learn the work, right? So, and then if you are doing Scrum Master project management, Jira is your best friend. So like everyone just they are both, they are just they're all in high demand, and then they're demanding for high skills because there's many things that we would usually be doing before now that we can use AI to do, to run numbers, to create, dashboards. It's not a big deal again. So even someone doing data analysis now say they have to be tightening their belt because if they're not careful, the roles are going to be eroded by AI. So someone is asking, is there a step-by-step path which some level of growth accreditation on cybersecurity, more like a guidebook? I will allow Vivian to answer this one.
Okay. Hello. Can you guys hear me now? Sorry, I had some network issues,
Yeah,
so
we
I
can
kicked
hear
me
you.
out from the meeting. Okay, so well, not necessarily a guidebook, but probably if you go online on Google to search for this, you should probably see like some basic certifications that you should have maybe before getting into your first level role, right? But most of the time in cybersecurity, you don't necessarily have to get a certification before you get your first job, right? But there's this entry level exam that certification rather, ISC2 squared. I think I did mine last year, right? And then maybe security plus. I don't know what's this person saying. Comment on blockchain and cyber security. Okay, so security plus, those are like the entry level certifications that you can get. And then if you're specializing, that's where you have like blue team certifications that you must get, or certified ethical hacker and stuff like that. So it's not like there's a particular guide that you must go through, but then these are the certifications that are already there. And if you are taking any of them, take them as soon as you can. But I'm not advising anybody to take a certification when you are just 2 months old in cybersecurity. At least you need like a year experience. And when I say experience, it's not just you working on or working with an organization. 1 year experience in the sense that you have a grasp of these concepts, you know how they work, you've been able to get some level of hands-on experience, right? So this is what will actually help you if you're taking any entry level certification exam. Thank you.
All right, awesome. And just to add to that, I think there are some learning platforms that allow you to do hands-on projects. You know, Nimbus.school. I think that is one of them, but I'm not sure if they are fully developed now. And then there are other, platforms that you learn as you do the work. So you're not just reading, we are also carrying out
Mhm.
tasks in a controlled environment. So that kind of learning definitely will help you get into any of these roles. Any of these roles. Someone is asking, um, is there a similarity between product management and project management? I will allow Craig to answer that.
So I would say they're like um brothers, but they are not twins. They kind of like go hand in hand because they both need each other. Um, but I would say that many times you find in, especially if you work in like company where it's a smaller team, you find that your roles can change from time to time. Like I was explaining that on one product that we were going to release for our clients, I acted as product owner on that because I was the one, I reached out to the client, found out what their pain points were, and basically communicated that to the team. So I was doing the work of a product owner and a project manager at the same time. So it's very possible, like, because they're like a bit of similarities, but they're not the same thing. They're like brothers, but they're definitely not twins. But you can always, it's always easy for project managers to then grow into the roles of product managers if they want, or even product managers ending up being project managers if you want. So because you have to have a knowledge of product management to be able to do your project management work in a scrum, like in an agile setting, right? You need to have a knowledge of their roles. So because of that, I would say that there's some similarity, but you are not performing the same work essentially.
All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Someone is asking, what level of techie does one need to practice PM? I'm thinking as project management.
Okay, so I explained in the session, I was saying that you don't have to be too technical, but you need to be a little bit technical because your client your team will be communicating things to you that you need to understand. And if you don't understand, it's fine. Like it's not like anybody would they'll be happy to like explain what they're saying. But I've found that when I'm working with a team and I've grown to like understand, they appreciate it more when you can communicate in their language, you know what they're saying. So just have, I would say have base knowledge, like what does it take to develop a software? What's the software development life cycle? What does it take to implement a software as a service product? Just basic like theoretical knowledge, have it. You don't need to be able, you don't need to have to code or all of those things, but understand what is happening to an extent. That's the advice I would give for today's
Uh,
job.
yeah, somebody put there that product management is more like a subset of project management. Can you clarify? Can you attest? Is that correct, ma?
No, I don't agree actually. It's not. It's not. I don't agree that it's a subset because subset means that it falls under it, but it doesn't. They are two different things.
So just give the person more clarity. A construction company might not need a product manager, but
Exactly.
they will definitely need a project manager.
Exactly.
You get, and a tech company can decide not to have a
Not to have a
project
project manager.
but a
Yes.
product manager. So
Yes.
that product manager is still going to do project management stuff,
Yeah.
right? But just the method of implementations will be different. So project managers will usually use waterfall method or model, right? Start to end most times for those that are not technical. So you can be a project manager and you can work anywhere, right? Not necessarily has to be in a tech
Tech.
in
Yes.
a tech field. So I think that
Yes.
will just help you to.
And by all means, like explore other fields too. Like explore, I explored like a bit of media and production, like explore other fields so that you have more options out there, like in the job market too, if you can.
All right, awesome. Comment on blockchain and cybersecurity. Vivian, do you want to comment on this? We can't see your video. Are you having
Okay,
maybe
so
issues?
sorry, I didn't know that was turned off.
Okay.
Okay, what would the person like to know on blockchain and cybersecurity? I need to understand. What comments do you want me to make on that?
All right. So the person has heard. I'm sure they would.
The person has
I'm sure
to,
they would respond. You know,
yeah.
which specific tech skill can I learn so I can work from home? I prefer work from home jobs. All these jobs are work from home jobs. It depends on the company. Tech sales, customer success, account management, depending on the company, can churn rate be as a result of organization's wrong management decisions or policies? Yes. If they have a very bad product or they have a very bad internal process and policies, it can affect the customer and it might not be the fault of whoever is managing them, but definitely somebody has to take the blame for it, usually in most companies, and usually the account managers or the customer success guys would take the fall. But then it's their job to then make these recommendations by collecting feedback from the customers and escalate those feedback to the management. So the management understands that whatever policy you're trying to do is not going to help, our customers. On project management, let me just check time because we have to watch time also. Oh, I think we're even past our. past our time. Let me see how many questions we have. Okay, we'll just stop at the last question by the last person now, which that says by person posted at 15:39. So that'll be the last question we'll take. But we'll have to just answer every other one before that. The question is on project management, what is the grassroots step to take and what materials can you advise someone just diving into the space to get?
They're going to be the question because I can't see it in the chat.
Okay, on project management,
Yeah.
what is the grassroots step to
Okay.
take?
Okay.
And what materials can you advise someone
Okay.
just diving into that space to get?
Okay. So I would say start for Google Project Management Professional. Like I feel like that is the most basic thing and it's more or less free.
Hmm?
It's free. Don't go
So
spending the
close.
money um um paying for like expensive courses. Just start with that. But take it seriously. I think people don't take it seriously because it's self-paced. But take it seriously because when you take it seriously, you can get a basic knowledge of it. Now, once you have a basic knowledge of it, you can then start to after finishing the course, I then started to listen to project managers who were experienced, like on YouTube. I'll listen to them, I'll listen to podcasts. Google Project Management Professional. It's a course on Coursera, I think. You can start with that. And then listen to project managers, like listen to podcasts, watch YouTube videos. These people are giving you live and direct like experience that they have in the field. They will share their case studies and all of these things. And then when you think that you now have a good like knowledge and you've watched more videos on it and you understand like the theoretical parts, if you then want to go ahead and take a certification, then you can. But I'd advise that you understand the foundations first before taking an actual exam, and there are different exams you can take depending on what your goal is. There's Agile PM, there's Prince 2. I think Prince 2 and Agile PM, they have foundations. So you can do those ones as a first step, like foundation, before you then go into like a deeper one. But if you want to go the PMP route, which is global, you can start certified associate project manager, which is CAPM first, because that one is easier. It's giving you like the basic certification that can get you like a good job at least for a start, so that you can then build experience. Because PMP and so many of them require you to have a certain number of years of experience and be able to demonstrate that to them. But then don't bother about certifications. Just do the Google one first. Do all the tasks. Because they'll give you case studies, they'll give you documents to fill. Do every single thing so that you're practicing. And then listen to project managers. Like, I can't stress it enough. You need to listen to project managers so that you are in the industry space.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Someone is asking with what? Maybe you should just type in that the Google course, but just put it in chat so that it will help that person. And then the next question, let me just quickly find it. Oh, is there going to be another session where you can join other sessions to see which aligns with you best? Yes, we'll plan subsequent sessions and we'll let you know. We have your email and also would shoot you a reminder. Does it mean project manager has a broad scope compared to product manager? Korede?
No, so everybody needs to understand that there are two different things. And when you're studying to be a product manager, it's very different from studying to be a project manager. I think people just, okay, maybe my mistake was product manager because I explained that they own division. But aside that, they do many other things. They do research, they do industry insights, they do analytics. Like they do so many things in producing a product that people want. It's not just only about talking to the customers. Though they represent the customers, but there's so many things that go on. In fact, many of them need to have knowledge of codes and so many like technical areas because it's a bit more technical than project management in a way. So it doesn't mean that one is better than the other. Both of them have their own methodologies and their own and the things that are involved in the two areas. But don't try to like always mix them up. Just take them as two different careers that you can grow into. Yeah.
All right. Someone's asking, can someone explain to me bandwidth and throughput in networking? Well, I think the answer has been given to you already. So we'll move on. I think that's the last question. Right. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for joining. Um, Thank you also to our mentors. Thank you to our mentors. We are grateful. I'm shooting love to you guys from my end. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for taking out time. Thank you for so much for taking out time. Thank you for taking out time to help us. We've learned a lot today, and then definitely that reminds me, right? So I would post the link. We have a community group. If you are interested, please join. I'll post the link now, and then the mentors also, if you have questions, you need some follow-up, some of clarification or the likes, someone is always going to be there to, to help you. Just give me a second. Let me get that link out. Then we are going to do one last thing. We are going to take a group picture. For as many of us that can put on our cameras, it would be great. Please, do that if you can. Right. We're going to just take a group picture, and then what will happen is, since the sessions are recorded, they're going to be posted on, we're going to try and share them and also post them on YouTube, because it's easier, and then it doesn't have to stay on anyone's device, and then it's going to be everywhere. It's going to be everywhere. Easier. So thank you so much, everyone. I don't know if anyone has anything to say before we finally go, or if you have a word for our mentors, because I'm not paying them. They are doing it for free. So they've spent their time, their data, and their energy to come and talk and share knowledge. I can't even pay them. I don't have their money. They are big people. So so yes, God bless them all. If they want, they can also share their LinkedIn in the chats. You can follow them on LinkedIn, right? Connect with them, and then network with them. So I'm gonna share the link now. If they would let them, I just want them to share their LinkedIn links first, right? Let them share it, and when they do, right, you can connect with them. Just give me a second. I want to trying to get the link for teenagers running away from me this period. So let them share their links for us. Okay, have they shared
Rene,
it?
your link is not tappable. Like, I don't think it's tappable. Please, can you share that again? Thank you.
Um, mhm. So let's wait for them to share that. And then we can. And also I want to give a shout out to the volunteers. We have a special group of people who have, taken out their time. I didn't do this alone, and they're on this call. So just want to give a shout out to all the volunteers who, have taken their time to help plan this. So I just posted the link to the community, right? So please join. We're posting out more information. And if you have questions and you need more clarifications and stuff, please, post on there, and then and for subsequent events, it's gonna be easier. We'll just, tend to you guys on there. Right. So if we've got our videos on, I'm just gonna take a screenshot. Let's see how many people else. Who's gonna join us? Who's gonna join us? Who's gonna join us? All right, a few more videos. I can see. Okay, thank you so much. Why are you sleeping, Onize? All right. Please smile because it's going up. All right. Thank you, everybody. All right. Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining today's session. Big love to our mentors. Blessed am I amongst women. They've helped a lot. Uh, all right. Then for subsequent events, we'll definitely share we shared stuff with us, via emails and also the links. Many of us saw it maybe via our friends, WhatsApp status or Facebook posts and the likes, which is cool. So if you join the community, to be easier to pass this information, we have your emails now. So please permit us to always send you notification whenever we are having another one, which will be in the near future. And just to get a pulse, which of these classes do we want to see next? Can I just get a sense of that? That will also, also help. Which of these, classes do we want to see, more of? Maybe we'd invite the mentors again, right? Maybe not, maybe it's a different set of people, depends on their availability. Like I said, they're very busy. They're very busy people. For them to give me 2 hours of their time, it's a big deal. And I'm very appreciative. Okay, someone says product, Web3. Well, I think this feedback is really important because it will help plan the next one. In the last one, we had a poll on the group, and that was what brought about this one. So, project management tools. All right, just let me use about 2 minutes. Just let's see. So for project management, what do you want to see? Is it just more about it, or like what exactly? If you can be specific, it will also help. Okay, someone wants to attend project management and cybersecurity. Okay, maybe we might do something, something on that. So I think the only new one here is product management. All right, and Web3. All right, which is cool. So we have mentors in the house who can do that. And if you want to volunteer as a mentor, right? If you have at least 3 years experience in your field, whatever field, please join the community, and then also, reach out. Please join the community, right? If you want to volunteer as a mentor, join the community and reach out, just put it on there, right? If you have about 3 years experience in your field, so that way when we're having stuff like this, you can, talk to people, post on your LinkedIn, post on your pages, help build your portfolio, you know. It also helps. So if no one else has anything to say, I think we can close this now. It's been such an amazing time. Thank you so much, everyone. And then from all of us at Tech for All, thank you very much and have a lovely weekend ahead. Bye, everyone. Thank you, Corey. Thank you, Vivian.
Bye. Thank you so much.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you, mentors.
Mhm, mhm, mhm.